expectations when they're getting married. One of the things I write in this book is that when you're looking at an old couple that are together, don't look at them and say, "Oh, they love each other to bits." No, they don't. They don't love each other to bits. They are hardworking. You need to look at old people and say, "Hey, these people are hardworking," because marriage is not paradise. Amen. Paradiso is coming at the end. Amen. Marriage is work. Amen. It's a lot of work. It's a job. It's a full-time job that comes with extra hours and no extra salary. So it's work. And I believe one of the most dangerous narratives that we're seeing from Hollywood and from TV is that it's this thing, it's this paradise, it's this holiday, it's this vacation, it's this vacation as they would call it, and we're just going to live and have fun and enjoy it every step of the way and every day. But in reality, marriage is hard work. It requires for us to work. It requires for us to put in the effort. Amen. And it's easy for people to give up because they come in expecting things to be easy. We're not understanding that it's going to require for you to put in energy. It's going to require for you to put in effort. It's going to require for you to put in work. So marriage is not for the lazy. Can you look at your neighbor and say, marriage is not for the lazy? Yes, it's not for the lazy. It's for people that are hardworking. It's for people that are focused. It's for people that are driven, because you need to work on the marriage. And working on the marriage involves two things. Number one, you need to work on yourself. You need to work on yourself because you are not perfect. I am not perfect. Pastor Ru is not perfect. No husband is perfect. No wife is perfect. So number one, we are all not perfect. But we need to work on ourselves. Being imperfect is not an excuse to allow yourself to remain the way you are. It's a dangerous thing to get married and to want to be accepted for who you are. One of the things I talk about in this book, I talk about understandings. It's a dangerous thing when you hear a couple say we have an understanding. You can have an understanding by the two of you, but we are not a part of your marriage, so we don't need to accept your understanding each other. Am I making sense today? Yes. Look at your neighbor saying, Apostle is preaching good. Amen. My preaching is better than your amen today. It's a dangerous thing to have an understanding together, because you can have an understanding between the two of you, but we were not a part of that agreement, so we don't need to accept you for who you are. We expect a certain behavior, a certain character, a certain personality. Not that you are pretending, but it's an expectation that is put upon you because you are Mr. Somebody. When you're Mr. Somebody, you can't be doing certain things. Amen. When you're Mrs. Somebody, you can't be going around and being involved in certain activities. Am I making sense? So we need to continuously work on ourselves. And number two, we need to work on our partnership. We need to work on our partnership. We need to work on having continuous meetings to say, hey, how can we improve as a couple? How can we improve in the types of conversations we have? So this book is inspired by a lot of things, a lot of strategies and solutions that Pastor Ru and I had to apply and employ in our marriages. Because after experiencing certain issues, we had to sit down and say, hey, how can we get through this?